The palace gates of Madrid stand tall, ancient stone and iron guarding centuries of royal tradition. Spain has always prepared for moments of grandeur, royal weddings, coronations, ceremonies that etch themselves into the nation's history. But no one was prepared for this. A single arrival, a single man, has left Spain whispering, speculating, and questioning everything they thought they knew about the future of their monarchy. Because this is not just about Princess Leonor, the heir to the Spanish throne. This is about the man who may one day call himself her husband, the man already being called Spain's future king-in-law. Imagine the scene, the quiet hum of anticipation, cameras lined across the boulevards, eyes fixated on the palace gates. And then, it happens. A sleek motorcade pulls through. Security flanks every corner. Out steps a figure who immediately commands attention. Prince Christian of Denmark, son of Crown Prince Frederick, heir to the Danish throne. Spain had long whispered of a bond between him and Princess Leonor. But today, that whisper became reality. What makes this arrival so shocking? On one hand, royal unions across Europe are nothing new. History is filled with alliances forged through marriage. Yet in today's world of independence and modern love, such a meeting feels almost out of time, like a story written centuries ago, suddenly unfolding before our very eyes. And while some celebrate this as destiny, others call it dangerous. Because this is no ordinary love story. This is the story of two heirs, two future rulers, bound not just by affection but by history, politics, and expectation. And with every moment of Prince Christian's arrival, Spain wonders, is this the beginning of Europe's most powerful royal union, or the spark of a brewing controversy? From the first glance they shared as teenagers at international royal gatherings, to the carefully hidden visits shielded from the press, Leonor and Christian's bond has grown in secrecy. But secrecy never lasts in royal life. Every detail of their interaction has been scrutinized. Was that glance too long? That smile too warm? That presence too frequent? The palace has denied nothing, confirmed nothing, yet today's arrival speaks louder than any official statement ever could. Now, let us peel back the layers. Why does this union matter? For Spain, Leonor represents stability, a future monarch who can modernize a fragile monarchy. Her popularity has been carefully cultivated, her every move calculated to prove her worth to a generation that questions the very existence of royalty. For Denmark, Christian represents continuity, a crown prince who carries the legacy of one of Europe's oldest monarchies. Together, they symbolize not just romance, but strategy. A merging of two royal bloodlines, two traditions, two nations' hopes for their future leaders. And yet, behind the grandeur lies tension. Because if Christian is indeed Leonor's chosen partner, then Spain must reckon with a reality it has not faced in centuries, the influence of another royal house at the very heart of its throne. Would the Spanish people embrace a Danish prince as their queen's consort? Or would they resist the idea of foreign blood tied so closely to their monarchy? The answers are not simple. Across Madrid, reactions are split. Crowds gathered to cheer, waving flags of Spain and Denmark side by side. Yet in quieter corners, critics whispered of a monarchy losing its independence, of decisions driven by spectacle rather than sincerity. And within the palace walls, not all voices sing the same tune. Queen Letizia, fiercely protective of Leonor, is said to hold reservations. King Felipe, a man bound by duty, sees the possibilities of strength through alliance. Their private debates, though hidden, leave traces in public gestures, a glance, a silence, a refusal to comment. But through it all, Leonor herself remains the central figure. At just 18, she has shouldered the weight of expectation like few before her. She knows her future is not fully her own. She knows every decision she makes is tied not just to her heart, but to her crown. And yet, those who know her say she has chosen to lead with both heart and crown united. Christian, they say, is not just a prince. He is her anchor. So we ask, what happens next? If this arrival is the opening chapter, what will the rest of the story hold? Will Spain witness an engagement that unites two monarchies, dazzling the world with its grandeur? Or will pressure from politics, tradition, and family tear apart what many already call the royal romance of the century? History tells us that royal unions are never just about love. They are about survival, about strategy, about the careful balancing of personal desire and national duty. Leonor and Christian now stand at that crossroads. Their story has only just begun. As we continue, let us journey deeper into the unseen. What sacrifices did Leonor make to protect this relationship? What risks did Christian take to be here today? What secret conversations took place between their families before this arrival was ever allowed? And most importantly, what does this mean for the future of Spain itself? Because when Spain's future queen stands beside Denmark's future king, the world does not just see two young royals in love. It sees the rebirth of an ancient tradition, monarchies uniting across borders. And in that union lies both hope and danger. Hope for a new Europe, bound together by its future leaders. Danger in the fragility of monarchies already questioned by their people. The arrival has shaken Spain. The whispers have become shouts. And the world now waits for what comes next. A proposal, a wedding, or a revelation that rewrites everything we think we know about love, duty, and royalty. Stay with us, as we unravel this royal shocker, piece by piece. The arrival of Spain's future king-in-law is not the end of a story. It is the beginning of one, and it is a story that may change the monarchy forever.